Morning. It's Tuesday, September 29th. Only one more day left in September. And tonight is a big deal. Tonight is the first presidential debate. So I'm going to sit here with you and want to tell you what I would have told Joe to do to get ready for this debate. Now, I'm sure he'll be up to date on all the major topics that people will want to talk about, like the Supreme Court. Like, what would he do with the pandemic? What did he do? What would he do differently? How would he have saved this country from the pandemic? And what is he going to do with all the looting and rioting and protesting that's going on in this country? How is he going to unite us? He's got to face that problem. He's got to face the divisiveness in this country with some intelligent, meaningful solutions. So I'm sure he and his team are going gangbusters on those topics, because those are the topics that are going to resonate with the populace who are going to be listening to this debate on both sides. For those items, he needs to promise a task force, a group of experts, a group of people of various persuasions and various levels of intelligence to work on these problems with him and with their representatives. The opposition will be looking for things to pick apart, like you can't do this and you can't do that. And his supporters will want to hear him say something really meaningful about bringing this country together and finishing this pandemic off in a reasonable manner and getting us healthy again and uniting us. I would have told him not to be a nice guy, to be prepared, to be nasty sometimes, to speak like Donald Trump occasionally. I think he has to have a couple of nicknames for Donald, so that when Donald attacks him as being Sleepy Joe or Slow Joe or Mojo or whatever Joe Donald thinks up, he can answer. Joe Biden can answer with Don the Con, or maybe Don Juan, or Donny Boy, or maybe Blondie. How about Blondie? Or at some appropriate moments, he could throw something like this at Donny Boy. You know, Don, I know you're a ladies' man, or have been a ladies' man. So, hey, Don, are you aware of the poll that they took? They questioned 100 women, and they asked them, would they sleep with you? And 1% said no, and 2% said yes. And 97% said, never again. That's a little joke I prepared. And I think his advisors should have spent time watching a compilation of The Apprentice. Watching that compilation would have given them some idea of what's running through Donald's head, because you can see all the different expressions of his life in that show. If you watch the way he talks to people, you would be prepared for that type of performance from Donny Boy. This is a 10-minute video if you want to look at it. You would see how he fired people. You would see the things he said. And above all, you would see his facial expressions. Because I don't think they have changed that much. So I certainly would have advised them to watch the compilation. 10 minutes. And see how he fires people. And notice his facial expressions. And the way he looks sad sometimes, and then the way he smiles evilly. So you'll get a feel for what's liable to come out of his mouth at that particular time. And you can be prepared with a zinger of your own. Like, hey, Don, you're looking a little orange today. Did they change the formula when you went to Walter Reed a couple of weeks ago? Or, tell me, Danny boy, how did it feel when you almost fell down that flight of stairs at West Point? You're not hiding something from the American people, are you? So I would have told Joe, Joe, you don't need to use those things, but you gotta have some stuff prepared like that. You have to be unpredictable. Don't try to be a Mr. Nice Guy. The public is not happy with a Mr. Nice Guy, as you can see. So I advise you to bone up. Study Donald Trump as much as you can. Now, I have no way of knowing whether his team has gone and done this research, but it certainly would have been a good idea. And he has to be prepared for the following. For some questions about Hunter and China and the Ukraine, because it isn't beyond Donald to pull some of that stuff out of the hat. Because there are plenty of people around who don't think he did anything wrong in the Ukraine, but they think that you did something wrong in the Ukraine and something wrong with China. So that's something you may have to overcome in the debate, and I hope you're prepared for it. Because the American public is very fickle, and I don't know how good their attention span is. And this is the first debate, and it'll signal to Donald and everybody else that you're ready to fight. So you better have a good debate. It's very important that you, Joe Biden, have a good debate. So I think I've said enough, and it's time for me to move on. So I'll see you all in the morning, and then maybe we can talk about the debate.